Hello Gracie friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so happy you're joining me again today for another video. Today I'm sharing another clean and simple card design which is perfect for birthdays or, well, I made this for a birthday card. I'm using the Whales stamp set by Doodles, which is gorgeous. I love her critter stamps. Especially. Her flowers are also really fun, but I love her critter style of drawing. I'm going to stamp my favorite whale from the set onto Clairefontaine DCP 250 GSM cardstock, which is perfect for alcohol markers. So I am going to stamp in an alcohol marker friendly ink to begin with, but I will be leaving my stamps in my Misty. And I'll actually show you a trick I use for this when I'm lining two stamps up. So I am stamping the whale first, and I have the cardstock in the top corner of my Misty. Then I am going to stamp the party hat on top of that whale, but I just turned my wheel around. You don't actually have to do that, but this paper only had one straight edge. So I lined it up in the bottom corner of my Misty, lined up the stamp. Sorry, my head gets in the way there. And that way I can leave both stamps in my Misty, stamp them both with some alcohol marker friendly ink. This is Memento Tuxedo Black, I think, and then I can color it. So the stamps are still in my Misty while I'm coloring this, because I will be embossing this later. You know this by now. I stamp twice just so I can have a glossy outline. I'm coloring this in with very dark blues. I should have gone a little bit lighter. I don't really love the coloring job I did here, but I had fun while doing it, so I don't mind it being a little bit too dark. Usually I try to get more contrast in my coloring, so I go really dark and then really light. This is just really dark, but next time I'll color this a little bit better. I am splitting this up in two colors. I'm not sure, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not how whales are actually colored in real life, but it's a card. I am just doing what feels right. I am stamping it again after I colored that little fun party hat in orange, which is a great contrast to the blue. And then I'm stamping it again, first the whale, then lining it back up in the bottom corner for the party hat, and I'm stamping this time in Versafine Onyx Black, which is a really crisp black ink, and I can also emboss with it, which is the whole point. I'm going to sprinkle on some clear gloss superfine embossing powder by Wow and heat set that. I completely forgot to film that part for some reason. And then I can start working on my background. I'm using the Magicals by Lindy Stamp Gang. I am using Gutentag Teal, and I will also use Afternoon Delight Denim. So I first cover this entire panel with some water, just some clean water. I sprinkle the powder off to the side, pick it up with a paintbrush and a little bit of water, so it's a very concentrated color, and then I just swipe it on with the paintbrush. I am not too worried about getting a nice even color all the way across. I just want it to be a nice transition from light to dark. I also added some splatter, and for some reason I don't have that footage either. I don't know what happened. I was very distracted, obviously. I stamped the sentiment twice because I'm going to die cut this. I stamped it in Versafine Onyx Black, embossed it with clear gloss embossing powder, heat set it, yada yada. I am going to die cut this, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it to have one of those banner edges or just straight edges. So I stamped it twice, die cut it twice, and I ultimately decided on the banner edges, I think. So that's why I stamped it twice. I die cut this oval window cover panel by Reverse Confetti. I wanted the oval shape for my little scene, so I die cut my watercolor background from that. And I also die cut it 4 more times out of thick white cardstock. And one of those panels I actually used on the card, so I could have that stitched detail around the oval. I love that frame it gives the scene. So I'm stacking all of those white ovals together with the watercolor scene on top with some Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I love using liquid adhesive for this because it gives you some wiggle time, but you can use whatever you have, of course. I inlaid that in the opening on the cover panel, and then I can put some foam adhesive on my whale. And I am adhering him on the top of the oval, and then I can add some cardboard. This is just a strip of packaging cardboard. I added that with liquid adhesive as well, and I'm just adding that to the bottom of my oval. That gives a nice balance to the design. And I almost stopped there because with the splatter on the background, I just splattered it with some clean water, which is the lighter splatters you see, and then also some silver paint as well. That is really fun, and I thought that was all I was going to do with this because of the splatter and the shimmer. These Magicals by Lindy Stem Gang, they have awesome shimmer in them. So this is a really fun shimmery background already, but I figured I had to add these bubbles by not Lindy's Gang, but Little Things from Lucy's Cards. They both start with an L. I added those with Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, and then I can just make a matching envelope out of some really fun pattern paper. This is foiled pattern paper, so it's really shiny, and I will definitely have to use an address label to put the address on. I can't write it directly on the envelope, but it's totally worth it. See that shimmer? It's so fun. Love the wave design, and it perfectly fits my card as well. There, I'm trying to show the shimmer, but with my new lights, it's very hard to show sparkle on camera. I'll have to figure something out for that. I hope you like this card. I hope you like the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. I also hope you check out the Jane's Doodles shop. That will be the first link in the description. One of my favorite small companies in Europe. She has amazing stamps. Yesterday I showed a card from another one of my favorite shops in Europe, but I recommend those mostly for the dies, so check both out. Why not? Treat yourself. I really love these stamps. They are so adorable. The whale stamp set is still one of my favorites, but she has amazing new sets as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.